Hi guys.
I'm Maria.
And I'm Antoinette.
And we are Ma.
Ooh.
Welcome to episode 15.
Oi.
Wow. 15 weeks.
I know. Being on your screen.
No,
Not for 15 weeks, but we've been on your screen.
yeah, by the time you see it, it's 15 weeks. To be honest.
Yeah.
Heavenly Father, we thank you. We thank you for episode 15. We thank you for the 15 weeks that we have been working together, Father God. And we just thank you what you've done, who you've reached, the conversations that have been birthed from us doing this, Lord. And we just pray, Father God, in our lives that you just shift our atmosphere. We pray for our families. We pray for our children, Lord, and those that are also watching, Lord. And we just pray that we are able to have a calm conversation, that we honour you and edify you in each way, and those that are meant to listen will hear. In Jesus' mighty name.
Amen.
Yeah, episode 15, blimey.
It's been good.
So today we're talking about problem solving. Matter of life.
Yeah. And how we deal with our problems and how we solve them.
And how we evolve by ourselves.
Yeah. It's true.
What's a way that you lot think is a good way to solve problems?
I think going into a remembrance of experiences from the past as well. What's worked, what hasn't worked. And being able to, okay, this didn't work in that situation, let's try something else. Or that did work, let's do that.
Why do you think we repeat a lot of problems?
Because we don't learn from them.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like that? Like,
Yeah, like how? Because I feel like a lot of problems that we repeat. What is it that makes us forget what we've done wrong?
I think there's a number of things. I think one, emotions can get involved. So sometimes you don't have time to think quickly about the problem. But a stronger one, I think, people don't reflect
That's what I think.
on the issue to then
change.
see and take accountability of where you've gone wrong, what happened in that situation, what could have been better, how that even happened.
Yeah, definitely.
And if you're not reflecting, then you're just constantly just going through the
Same old
cycles of
stuff.
life, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
it's coming back to you.
But sometimes when we say these words like reflection, it doesn't give anyone direction on how to reflect. You get what I'm saying? It sounds good, like reflect. But how do you
Yes,
reflect?
true.
What are tools of reflection?
Writing. So writing, we journal a lot, you know. So sorry, we're just a bit excited right now because so like we journal a lot, as we said before on one of our previous episodes. We write a lot. So for me, when I'm stressed and stuff, I will go to my journal and write, you know, and write everything down. And I find putting it on paper and me reading it back, I reflect a lot, you know. So me reading it then, it's in my mind. So it's like, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's there, isn't it? So you're dealing with it there and then rather than thinking about it and forgetting. Because when you don't write, I find like, it's like when you take a picture, it's a memory. It's like your mind, when you put it on paper, that's the memory. Yes.
No, it makes perfect sense. And you're being honest with yourself, so you're not suppressing the feelings, but you're taking time to embrace the feeling that you're in and why.
Yeah, all the
so
time.
that you know why you're feeling that.
Yeah.
I think that why writing is so important is because, like you said, reflection. How do I even remember what happened?
If you don't write it down.
Yeah. How do I remember exactly how I felt?
How you was feeling.
And how
everything.
I got through.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. It's gonna be a bit of assumptions because we've got a life to deal with already.
Yeah.
So writing down is quite important.
Yeah, definitely. So, saying that, guys, we want to introduce
our recent project,
you know,
Miles Journal. And
so we've come up with it and we love it. Yes. I'm just so proud of it.
What is that?
Okay. Go on, Maria.
So it's a year of growth and reflection journal. So in a couple of episodes ago, I can't remember what number it was, we spoke about journaling, Dear Diary, when we was in school and things like that, and just how we would put things down on paper. So we sat together and was thinking, okay, what works for both of us? Like, what is good from journals that we've used? What elements have we used in the journal? And then we created one. I think it took a while though, isn't it, to get it how we wanted it to be. So we started in like the end of November, hoping to have it released by the 1st of January.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't realize how much work goes in back and forth and stuff like that to make changes to make it work. And there's things that we would continue to change. Yeah, we're really proud of how
it has come
we've
out.
created this. So yeah.
Let me see. I like this.
Yeah, we are proud.
And I like this. Masking but making.
Yeah, so we wanted to work. We wanted to play with the words "ma," and then we said "making me" because when you're actually spending time by yourself, really answering these questions, by the end of the year, you should know yourself better.
Amazing.
You
Put them
should.
through it a bit. Tell them what's in there, girl.
Yeah. Okay. So we have like a how to use journal because we didn't want to dump the pages with like instructions and things like that, but how better to use it. We've got like a year planner, like so with your dreams and plans, and we just encourage people to just think big with what they want to achieve this year. We spoke about in the episode where we don't, at the end of the year, we don't really think about the past too much, but we would like write a letter in January for the year ahead and what we'd want to achieve and things like that. So we made sure that we added that page in there as well. So we really find that really effective. And then what's a journal without a bucket list?
Yep. Yeah. Things you want to do.
So I really liked that page. And then each week there's a weekly reflection, so brain dump, gratitude, creative space, and like prayer requests, etc. And then we've added like a scripture on there to be encouraging to people. And then you jump to a monthly one, and then it's got like a uplifting quote, rating your month, and then just some other bits and bobs.
Yeah, we're not going to tell you everything, you know. You have to purchase
and
that.
And then I really believe, because what I did last year is I had a journal that didn't have all of these things, but I would note some of these things on there. And I did that daily.
Yeah.
And it just really made me like understand more about myself and be closer to God, because it's like during the prayer time, it's like I was being honest with how I felt, understanding why I felt the way that I felt, and just not suppressing things. And I think it just took me through like a healing journey. And then
the healing journey journal.
Oh, I've got something to say.
Go on.
She might not want me to say it, but I will, yeah. So on one of the series, we've been talking about control. Yeah.
You mentioned my control.
And she has let go.
Yes.
So much though. Yeah. No, seriously. Like, I just want to say how proud I am.
Thank you.
No, seriously. Like, no, amazing. Like, I've been around her and I've just been looking at her like this. And I'm like, you know, this is amazing. Yeah. Like, it's really good.
Thank you. So we went to an event on Sunday. Was it Sunday? Saturday.
Yeah.
So we'll talk more about that in a bit. But it made me laugh because where we was all sitting, so there was like me, you, Leash, Mary, Lissa right on the table, and we was writing stuff. So everyone bought our books. We wasn't even told to bring our books,
exactly.
But we just all bought our notepads and stuff because we came expecting. We knew that there would be things to write down. And it was funny because we was writing notes to each other.
Like, you know,
like instead of talking. And it reminded me, I was thinking if I was in your class.
Yeah, do you remember what I was saying? Because I was just like...
But yeah, I was in tears. Like, it was just so beautiful from beginning to end. And it was just tears for so many different reasons. And then Annie had written... what did your control has gone. Yeah. You've overcome...
Your control has gone.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah. No, seriously, every minute shall ball. Do you get what I mean? Whereas, like, it is amazing. Do you get what I mean? Because I just know, I just got up, I got the tissue, and I was like, because normally it was me, innit? Crying. So I'm like, oh gosh.
So beautiful. And it's like going back to what we was talking about just before here, and like having to have dealt with certain things this weekend or today. Our reactions are completely different.
Yeah.
Like we can laugh about it.
Yeah. But then it's because we journal a lot. We always are constantly reflecting on things.
Now I'm looking at his book, yeah, from just what we were saying, just before you showed this to me. I'm saying, imagine going through this book at the end of the year.
Imagine.
You know, that's and the difference of not doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm
Because
saying?
so many things happen daily, weekly, monthly, and to just be able to go back.
Yeah. And you need to go back sometimes.
Yeah.
See, like when I think of like May, where I was, I go through my phone, my Snapchat, because everywhere I go, I snap, and then I go to my diary to see where I was. So remember, I was saying like, if I go back to my book last year, like maybe before July, the prayers, everything it's nothing the same. Nothing is the same.
Nothing.
You know, maybe because I just trust wholeheartedly. Do you understand what I'm saying? But it's just amazing.
But it's nice to go back to that. So then when you're in a challenging
you know
situation or
how you dealt with it.
you're feeling some type of way, and then you've got your journal to look back on.
Imagine reading. It's like reading a book about yourself.
Imagine.
And you never get to do
Imagine.
that.
You never
Because even like choosing the scriptures that are in here, so obviously like I said, that it's weekly,
Yeah.
whereas before I was writing daily, so I was writing the scripture that stood out to me daily, but going through that to get the scriptures that I felt would benefit others, and I'm looking through these pages and I'm reading what I've written, and I'm like, wow,
It's not a joke.
wow.
Didn't feel like it was you, innit?
Listen.
But you just see how many versions of yourself you've gone through in that year.
Because even when we was like, what should we put in the book? We're on the phone. Like, understand this. Love went into this book, you know, like into this journal. Like, love,
Hours,
full hours,
You can
you
see
know.
it though. It's not like you can't see it.
You know.
You can see the detail.
Because we were like this, and we're like, everything, like every paragraph, if I could say that, or every sector was an hour to 2 hours conversation. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
We were like, okay, tomorrow. Maria's like, oh, babes, I just need 5 minutes of your time. Well, I'm on the phone like 2 hours later, but it's so exciting, you know?
Yeah.
Should we do this? Should we do that? Should we do that? Should we say this? Like, not should we, but what? Because there's so much, you know, when you're planning, putting in. Yeah.
And it was really important to us because we recognized how our lives have changed by journaling. And if some people don't know how to do that, or it's just like, oh yeah, we journal, but what does that really look like?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Where do you start?
Yeah.
What do you put on the paper? You know, so it was just like, we didn't want to be overbearing in terms of the prompts, but it was like encourage you to start somewhere. You
Did
know?
they even have that encouraged kids to have journal? Like, you know, like back when we were younger, it was more of a thing. It was a fashionable thing. You know, like you have your the pocket thing with the lock and all of
Yeah,
that.
they've still got that.
Is it a thing still?
No,
I don't
because they've
think
got
it's
mobile
encouraged them.
phones.
Yeah, and I
Do
don't
you
think
know what I mean? Like, their life is a phone.
But even if it's on
Like-
the phone, do they have a journal, something that they journal on their phone? Are they encouraged to
think
journal?
so.
That's
I
what I
think
mean.
No, I don't.
think
I
they
don't
wish
think
that.
they're encouraged to
I don't feel
journal.
like they are.
Because if they're encouraged to journal, then you're encouraged to be aware of your feelings. And if you're aware of your feelings, then you heal quicker.
Yeah, but
if
then-
you heal
but
quicker,
then-
then you'll be more whole. They don't want people to
Yeah,
feel.
that's
They
what
don't
I'm
want
saying.
people to.
I feel like they've removed that. Maybe
Yeah,
even might even
the-
need to get a child's one as well eventually. Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but then I just feel like maybe because we haven't studied that, we don't
No,
know.
like, when's the last time you heard
Do you understand
someone
what
Yeah, but where
I'm
someone
did
went
we
in
see?
someone's diary?
It's true. It's true. They don't even think. They just
It's
go.
not like
to
children
TikTok
come
and they
home from school and say, "Oh, we've got to do this." Do you know what I mean? Like you have the diary to tell you if your child's behaved or not behaved, but are they processing
I
their
don't
own
see.
feelings?
No, they're planners.
Yeah, no, that's different.
I
Yeah,
don't.
that's what I
I
mean.
ain't even seen that. Planner what?
Yeah, it's all
Because everything. Remember this before. The teachers used to write in your planner, boom, take to your mum. Everything's online. The kids don't even come home with a letter no more. Do you understand what I'm saying? And say trips. If you want the trip, you have to pay for it online. If you don't pay for it,
Yeah.
no one's going to remind you that, mum, the trip's, no, you don't pay, your
don't
child's
go.
not going. Do you get what I mean?
But it goes back to what you said in that same episode about writing, using your own.
Yeah. 100%. 100.
And in one of the scriptures that we used was Habakkuk, which is write your vision and make it plain. So if you remember, like back in the day, like you used to like write what you wanted,
Yeah.
your 5-year plan or whatever. And I feel like if you had that,
That's what
then
I'm
you're
saying.
more aligned to stay on track. But if
Yeah.
you're not writing anything down, then
Yeah,
you're
I
just
think
going
it
with the
stays in your
flow.
mind as well when
Yeah.
you write something,
Yeah.
you know, because things like you can think something this morning, by 1 o'clock in the afternoon it's gone. The whole feeling's gone. You don't remember even how that made you feel, but when you write it down, it's serious because you go back, you know.
And also as well, just not like just understanding who you are.
That's what I mean. The only reason I'm asking you, because as I'm looking at yours, I'm like, right, when do I even see it with even the younger generation? Like, I feel like you guys are reintroducing adults to this
Yeah,
in a way, into journaling.
a lot of adults do journal, they do, but
That
it's
we
just,
speak to.
but that's what I'm saying. It depends on maybe.
Not like this.
No, and I
See
feel
what I
like
mean?
some
See what I mean?
people, because life is so busy,
Yeah.
because you're constantly having to think of like your children, your families, work, all of these things. Do we really take time out to spend with ourselves? But this forces you to do that, even if
Yeah.
it's just one day in that week, like an hour or so.
Yeah.
You need to go in your room, lock yourself away, and actually, how do I feel? And that the segment that you said about feelings, even though it's not 100% clear, but you were saying, how do you feel? Putting that on paper, how do you feel this week?
It's amazing. Yeah. You need to.
Because we're constantly, if someone asks you, oh, how are you, just autopilot, I'm good, I'm good.
How are you feeling?
But no, how do you feel?
spiritually?
Yeah, how do you actually feel?
And we've even got like a little. Oh, I just can go on forever, yeah. But like a little feelings, you know, I like the feelings.
Yeah.
So how you're feeling, like, yeah, just
The chart.
how you're feeling spiritually, mentally. Like, do you even know? Some people are so tired, and you just think it's tired. No, your brain is tired. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not your body. You know.
Yeah, the mental
Do you understand?
capacity and stuff. But then if you're dumping those things onto the paper, it makes
Yeah,
it
it gives
easier
you
to
freedom.
move forward.
Yeah.
It's like freedom of the mind, isn't it?
Even
How do you clear the clutter out of your head? You write it down.
exactly. Like, God forbid anything happens to you, but or anyone that's got one of these. But I feel like for me personally, like if I was to, if I was to disappear of the planet, and my kids could look through this or something,
Yeah.
then they can
Yeah.
actually get to see
Yeah.
how you felt.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the time when sometimes people, whether they go or there's little things you didn't know, how
You
they were
didn't know,
thinking, how they
yeah,
were feeling.
Yeah, it's true.
Back in the day, they had little things that they was writing down. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But now,
yeah.
I think that this is definitely a good way to reintroduce it to people.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's funny because even yesterday, so right now I'm like the ops in Kyla's life.
What is that, Maria?
What's the up?
So I'm like her worst enemy, like, yeah, just because of I don't even know why, you know. But then I was sitting there last night. I looked to myself in my room and I was just praying and I was like, God, what do I do? Because you know, like if someone's annoyed with you or angry or whatever, it's like you're not getting through no matter how you speak, right? And I just felt like really strongly in my spirit, get a new journal and journal to her.
Amen.
Like pray my thoughts and my prayers to hers. And I was like, okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
What would be your desired outcome from a conversation with her when you have conflict?
Just understanding,
What does that look
I
like?
think, for both of us, because,
What does that look like?
well, for me, it's peace and it's harmony, but we're not the same. And it's like, obviously I've got however many more years on her, so I've had to go through the experience of being able to communicate and stuff. But obviously with her, it's just, and with teenagers in general, it's like it's the end of the world. Like whatever it is, if you tell them no, or if it's not that the desired outcome that they would want, it's like the end of the end of the world.
You're like the
it's just like
worthless
trying to
enemy.
have to be able to reason.
Yeah, definitely.
And the thing is, we've had conversations like throughout the years. So when we do reason, it's good, and you know, like we come to an understanding. But then when you're frustrated, it's like having that.
I just think it's a part of growth. Like, I just think it's a part growth. A parent and a mother and a daughter. You know, I don't think mother and sons. Yeah, mother and sons must have it as well. Every father and whatever, but I just think it's the age, it's all of that. You know, because having a bit older, it's like they grow out of it. They start to understand. It's like, I think I started understanding my mum maybe around 29, 31. Do you understand what I'm saying? Understanding, no, understanding as she's just saying what she's saying because she's saying it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Rather than, because remember, you grow up and you leave your mum, you know. So in your 20s, you're living your own life. And then it's like you come back to yourself and you're around your family again. Well, maybe not everybody, but do you understand what I'm saying? So I find like you have to leave them to find themselves. Do you get what I mean?
When you come home from a hard days of work, like, what are you like? Is there any time where you feel like you take it out on her sometimes?
I think maybe when she was younger,
Yeah.
sometimes, because it was just like you didn't know how to release the weight. So much going on.
Because I put it down to
But then-
we're the worst around the people we love.
Definitely.
Doesn't mean we're the worst to the people we love, but we're the worst around the people we love. So to me, like, that's why I ask you, what would be your desired outcome when you're having conflict? Because sometimes I think our desired outcomes of what we want to see from our children or whoever it may be, a friend or
We
something.
want the best for them, innit?
No, how we want an argument to conclude. Sometimes that's not actually real love. If you get what I'm saying to you. So a lot of times people will give you what they think you want. So maybe like if it's a man and he's cheated on you, he's now ready to be down on a bended knee with a ring to tell you, I'm ready to marry you now, because that's his way of how he thinks he can fix it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So like, but when it comes to your kids, like, and that's where the unconditional love lessons come in, and you get tested on it as well. But the real thing is that when you go into a house of people you love, your real emotions and feelings come out, and then how we read it is based upon outside our house. You know what I mean? Like, people outside the house, they kind of have to give us the conclusions that we want to a certain degree, whether it's work, whether it's friendships, whether it's, you know what I'm saying? They give you like a partner or something like that. They'll try to give you a conclusion that they know you want, but maybe for their own reasons. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when it comes to your child, I think like sometimes when you feel like they're at your worst, it's the time where you're exercising the love, really. You know what I mean? Because other than that, how are you exercising the love? When it's all good, well, that's not really exercising the love, is it? Do you know what I mean? So when you can actually be at odds, still be in the same house, still feel however
Like
you need to
even
feel.
when she came home just now, isn't it? And I said, "Oh, dinner's here," and she's like, "Oh, thank you," because she probably didn't expect that, you know.
Mm-hmm. Just continue to be you, and let everyone be who they are. I think sometimes we've got these calculated expectations of how it should be concluded, especially with our children. Do you know what I'm saying? But I think like sometimes when you can actually coexist, even when you can't stand each other, that's more actual love than paternity.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Problem solving.
With that as well. So I used to, when she was younger, like the early teenager, to say that she'll come in like forceful, like with her day, and I'll be like, I'll shake it off at the door, and then she'd laugh because she'd go back and then, or just go in the shower, you know, like when you've just got that moment for yourself, you know, just
relax,
and then
take a breather, basically.
Next up, that works for me. But then when you, again, like if you don't have that time by yourself, it can be difficult. Like if you're literally going from work, shopping, home, children. Yeah, you're right. And then till the point where you're going to bed and you're just exhausted, you know. But it is just trying to encourage people to just take time for yourself, because if you can't fill yourself up, if you've got an empty cup, you can't fill others up if you've got an empty cup. And it's just trying to encourage people
just fill yourself up.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Forget anyone else. Just fill yourself. Do you get what I mean? Like, as a human, you need to put yourself first sometimes. Do you understand what I'm saying? So whether that's what we were saying, what do you do for yourself? Like, do you have time alone? Like, you know, writing to some people might not be important, but try it. And then, you know.
Yeah, some people might have like drawing or whatever, and that's
why
I like
the creative. Do you get what I mean?
That's why I like the creative bit as well, because it just allows people to just put whatever they want on there.
Even goals, like you can achieve your goals a lot easier when you've written down.
When you see them and your bucket list. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, vision board.
Yeah. Vision boards are amazing as well. Yeah,
that's what these things are. That's why they're more important than we think.
Yeah, it
They
is.
got made for us to feel like they were just anything. Just little joke, childish things, but they're not. They're actually something that can help.
Because how many notebooks have you got that are just lined paper? Like just lined.
No, it's like even
You know, like
even so the one that I started and I looked, it was in March last year, and it's like literally this thick.
do you get what I
And
mean?
I'm
And
nearly
every
at
page
the end.
is done. Like I laugh when I look back. I'm like, God damn, what was I writing? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like,
what's good
or
about this is that it's a book, so it encourages you to keep it.
yeah,
You know them
yeah,
papers
yeah,
they
yeah,
use
yeah,
to
yeah,
don't want no one to see this.
yeah. No, but they're all books. But it's like, so mine start from. I used to take the classroom books.
Okay.
Yeah, so mine start from that. So I've got loads of
Well, the
yellow.
A4,
Yeah, the yellow,
yeah.
yellow with all our signatures on it and stuff. And then they got like just a bit hard copy with these in. I've only got one diary that I said that I got my niece bought it for me, which I loved, and I continue to write constantly. You know, but now I have me all. Do you get what I mean? So, like, obviously, this is going to be my life from now. So I have about 10 more books. Do you get what I mean? Just continue, do you know, to go. But yeah, I just feel like it's so important. Even you need to start writing.
I've been using it.
And you too.
Yeah, so I know about I know about affirmations. I'm not gonna be left behind. You know
Yeah,
that?
come on. No, it's not a joke,
No,
man.
because especially like, so even like with the colors, like they're our colors of our logo, but we tried to make it not too girly so that men
Can have
could
it
use
as well.
But I just think
it's good to emphasize that.
Yeah.
We just love
Yeah,
it.
it's for man.
we can say,
and
oh, it's
women,
journaling,
children.
it's a girly thing and stuff
Yeah,
like
no,
that,
it's
but
not.
it's not.
But there you go. That's the whole point. It was when we were kids. So
Yeah.
now, like, it reintroducing it to
Yeah.
our
Because you didn't have
generation.
you wouldn't have had
Yeah.
a
We
dear
wouldn't have
diary
had
and a
it.
little padlock
With
and
the
stuff.
key in that.
Yeah.
But then, like we mentioned in the other episode, maybe that's why you guys have, like, feel like you have to bottle things in and you've got no space to let
We've
it
been
out
taught to
unless
do
you've
that.
got really good friends, you know.
Yeah.
And I guess that's more of a
Yeah, but
adult
that does start
situation
from a child though, because can you remember like boys around you as young?
trying to take your diary.
No,
Not
but the parent or the auntie, the uncle, whatever, saying, "What are you crying for? You're a boy. Wipe the tears." That was a standard thing as a boy growing up.
Yeah.
When boys used to get mad at school, they used to go,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
do you get what I mean? Like, it was all about anger with boys. Do you understand what I'm saying?
And
Like,
then
who's
imagine-
the angriest? Do you
Yes.
understand what I'm saying? Who's gonna, you know? And if you cried, he's crying. You're a baby. You're a baby.
Yeah.
So whereas us, soon as she's crying, oh come on, let's take her to the toilet. We were like that from little girls. Do you get what I mean?
And it's still the society deals with women like that till now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And deals with men like that. Women are very, are you okay? Whereas men just get on with it. Do you
Yeah,
know
no,
what I'm saying?
if I see a man crying, that's for me, that's the deepest thing. Because I just feel like for you to let them tears drop, seriously, you're really opening up. Do you understand?
Yeah, yeah.
You get some crybaby
stay
a bit
way
man
up,
that
yeah.
they can fool you. But no, you see, like if you came here and like you had a tear, I would be like,
Why? And then you give me then you allow me to.
I'd be like, what's wrong?
I lost my phone.
Oh no, I'd be like, man up! What the hell? Ain't got insurance? You get what I mean? Like,
But then that goes back to problem solving as well, because we'd be like, that's such a simple thing to try and resolve.
Yeah.
Where you guys might think that's the end of the world.
But that's but either way, yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's silly. You know what I'm saying to you? Like everyone has that reasons to cry why they cry. And even as man, yeah, as much as let your emotions out, be a man still.
Yeah, but if you've got paper,
I
and
like
you can
man,
put
man.
your
Yeah.
feelings.
Yeah.
If you can put your feelings down on paper, then you would
that's even
know.
better. That's
They
even
would
better.
know
'Cause you
why.
cry by yourself. That's different.
Yeah, but they'll probably be scared someone will find it. Women
No,
are
you can't think that way.
like
if
right.
you're in your
like,
house.
Okay, so with men, yeah. One thing with men, yeah.
Maybe we need to get a padlock
say
version.
like we want honest thing. So some are cheaters, some of this they can't write down. They'll incriminate.
Yeah, but they
themselves.
should. But they
know what I
should,
mean?
because then maybe you'll know why you're cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then imagine the wrong person finding it. Life is over. Whereas we're not really. Do you get what I mean? There is a difference between man and woman. But I do feel like men should start writing feelings. Do you understand how you're feeling? So not necessarily your business, because
No,
I don't write my
100%,
business in my books. Do you know what I mean? I might write if a situation happened, but
Yeah.
I don't say like, oh, today me, Maria, Jay, and Chris was no.
Yeah, yeah.
I would
No,
write the
because you'll be
highlights of
writing
just what happened, like,
Yeah, yeah.
or I went to my podcast today. It was interesting what we spoke about. Like, oh,
Yeah.
Jay just kept on bugging us about this.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah,
understand what I'm
yeah,
Or
saying?
like
yeah.
even like
Yeah,
the like last week being at the 2819 event or being at the event on Saturday.
Yeah.
They're things that it's like, okay, what was I feeling and why and
Yeah.
what happened?
But
and
we
what
had,
moved
I
me
had
and
my
all of
book
these
with
things.
me. I was
Yeah.
writing in the moment.
Yeah, yeah.
So when I got home, it was just like a wrap up because there's no way I would have, like, even though I left feeling amazing, you had to be there to experience
Experience
it.
it, definitely.
Do you get what I mean? Like, it's like, but then do you know what I was thinking? I was just thinking, God damn, this is just feeling amazing. And I go places and the Holy Spirit doesn't reside everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah? He doesn't. We've been to events and they've been all right.
Yeah, it doesn't
You
move.
know what I
This
mean?
is the
But I just find it's the hearts of the person that's putting it on, like, you know, so.
I'm receiving and stuff like that.
What's good about even emphasizing for males to use this? Because the thing is, a lot of people use these kind of things in jail. You know what I'm saying? So don't wait to get there to reflect.
Yeah, because
what
you
I'm
have time.
Yeah.
Because you have time, and it's just why are we not giving ourselves those time when we have freedom?
When we have freedom. And as well as, I think these would be great in there as well. You know what I mean? These would help people inside as well. Like, this is something I'd probably, like, this is something I would buy for a friend that was inside. Do you get what I'm saying? This would be a gift that I took them if I was going to see them, and they
Yeah, they might look at you first like, what is, but then I guess.
You know what? I realize that a lot of people are smarter than they made themselves out to be before they put themselves in that situation. So as soon as you bring the things that make sense, they're like,
And this is very, like, when you see it, it automatically makes you think, rah, oh my gosh. So it makes your brain go to that.
Yeah.
Gratitude.
Yeah, that's what I
am
mean. It was having
grateful
those
for?
prompts.
Yeah.
You know, my creative space. You know, what are you going to do, or what are you going to do? So someone in jail would maybe really like this instead of plain paper.
Real
Someone anywhere in a hospital, on holiday, away from your family. Look at me
sometimes
selling it.
some people are in mental jail.
Yeah,
As well.
yeah,
That would help them as well. Do you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's not all physical. So
No,
like,
but it's not a joke because when I don't write, it's stuck.
it's stuck.
You know, soon as I release, you know, because then what you find is if you're writing, sometimes I automatically go into prayer. And I'm just
Yeah. Same.
I swear, I'm just writing, I'm writing till my hands like, you notice how much you don't write sometimes,
Yeah.
you know?
A time that I remember like really writing was in year 7. So do you know I cried near enough every day of being in year 7.
Really?
Yeah, because just nothing was wrong, but it was just like the change. I don't know. It was just the.
So you're back to you again then. Yes.
Yeah.
He was emotional and new
Yes.
and pure.
It was just going from like
That
obviously
is
year six of like obviously being in primary school, being in year 6, you're like the top of the school, whatever, and then going to year 7, it was
pure.
a big,
She cried every
it was a
year.
big
You're hearing
change.
that. I've seen her 2 weekends in a row. She'd be crying. Do you get what I mean? So what you have to understand is life makes us harder. So maybe something happened when you was young where you thought enough is enough, and you just put that, and then from there you've just been that. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I think it takes us like 30 years to reflect as well.
Wow.
I think like when we're 0 to 10, we're just kids. We're taking it on. We don't really know what's going on. 10 to 20, we just becoming ourselves. Why you conflict with your parents and stuff. Then 20 to 30, you're just partying.
Yeah, and living your
and
life.
trying to get a career. So you're trying to figure out your career. Like you're having your kids, going on your little holidays and all that. You still don't really. By the time you get to like 35, it's when you start reflecting.
Yeah, and life changes.
Yeah,
It's not a joke.
and things come back to you from when you were a child as well. All the stuff that you needed to deal with, the unresolved issues, come back at like 35 to 40.
Yeah. And you're saying you're going through a midlife crisis.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
And if you don't deal with it within
That's
that period,
where the midlife crisis comes.
yeah, you might not even get through it. You might not
But
It's true.
even this book. So we'll just mention our girl Simone. She's written a book,
Amazing.
and she talks about how
what's it called?
compromised Christian.
Okay.
And she talks about in here about how she had to face herself years later on things that had happened as a child. And again, when you're just going through the motions of life and not realizing why you do the things that you do or why you are the way that you are until you're forced to look into yourself. And I feel like, well, I know that when you surrender to God and you give him yourself, that he first shows you yourself and holds up the mirror.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. And it's whether then, so also what happens is he shows you yourself, and then you've got a decision whether you want to take on that self or you want to continue. And what happens is some people continue. You know, you continue till the next lick down happens, and then you come back. But you actually know what you're coming back to. So it's like you're fighting and running away. Do you understand?
You're running away from yourself.
Do you know what I mean? So when he does show it, so this is what I feel like journaling has been good for me, because when God showed me who I was, I couldn't believe it. I didn't want to be there. I didn't.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, because it's different when people are saying to you, oh, you're like this, you're rude, man. Or you make like, oh. Do you understand what I'm saying? If I said to you like, the moment you're writing and things are coming to you and it's about yourself and God, you're spending time with God and the thoughts and you're seeing, and people are like, yo, if anyone's been through this, what I've been through, like on this journey, like, well, obviously we won't have the same journey, and you're still the same, I don't know. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because I find it hard to...
But you can't be the same.
You can't.
If you surrender, you can't be the same, because that's where transformation happens.
But that's why you can't be mad at all of your horrible experiences.
No,
Because
I
feel
love
like there's
them,
some
every
people that
single one
lack
of them.
experiences that find it hard to change.
Yeah.
That's
they're
what
not
I've seen
used
in
to it.
my experience, that they didn't have enough reason to change. They didn't have enough purpose to change.
Yeah,
Do
sure.
you get what I'm saying to you? So like, some people use, let's just say we're going to use church as an example. Some people just use that as a social gathering.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some people, they haven't really received nothing. But it's okay. God is cool with that. I'm not saying like the God doesn't mind it, but God still knows, like, right, you can even amongst your people that when you go to a church or something, you can see who's there, who's actually receiving and who isn't. And that's because everyone's got a different reason for why they're there.
But that goes back to the whole religion versus relationship
That's
thing.
right. That's right.
So before it was religion. It was going to church because that's what you felt like needed to be done. It's Sunday.
Yeah.
We believe in God. Of course, we're going to go to church. But then when you have a relationship with him, it's completely different. That's why the tears will come. That's why it doesn't matter who else is on the room, that we're on the floor sobbing or putting our arms up or in the posture of worship. It doesn't matter who's around you. You're here with God.
Yeah.
And that's the difference. Because you can't control it. We're speaking about jumping up and clapping our hands and putting their hands up. Like before, I remember like when I used to see people put their hands up, like you just do this, like thinking that you need to. Now you're just like,
come on,
you know, and that's the relationship.
And I'm like,
and that's
the it's in the church. Come on, and you know what it is? It's a thing like, do you know what it's like? Do you know when I used to go partying like young, not now, and used to be excited in the party? That's what these events, church, these things are like. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's amazing.
That's how the cues are so big.
You know? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like the whatever happens to me now, it's totally, I'm transformed within. So I've always been church. And don't get me wrong, I've always had it in me. So every time I'm going to church, it feels good. But now it's like, I could just go on that stage and just talk, you know? So see, like, I could just go in there and, it's just beautiful. It's the feeling is beautiful.
What do you think are what do you guys think? Yeah, I love how you feel it.
And you know what? As I said in season, not episode 1, and I know I've spoken about this, but it's the feeling is getting even more and more beautiful.
What duty does it give you? The more of the feeling that you get
to be more obedient.
No, definitely. But don't you think?
What do you mean? Happiness, joy, peace.
Who do you become amongst your family, friends, and community? The more you're receiving.
Another light.
Exactly.
Like if you look at because you mentioned episode 1. If you look back at episode 1, because I've had jokes that I'll just be there looking, smiling. If you look back on episode 1, what she looked like before, you're like a completely different person. Do you know what I mean? Like you can see the glow in
feel
you. You can
different.
see.
Yeah.
I feel more calmer.
Yeah.
I
Like before, I didn't think. Like in
Sorry.
episode 1, I felt like you'd gone through a whole period of transformation leading up to that episode of the anger, of the being aware of your surroundings and things like that. But when I look back on that episode, it's that you can still see like some anger is within you. That's the best way I can explain it. But then it's like it's been stripped.
I'm joking.
It's been stripped away. Like you
I
just
think
look
vulnerability was a
happy
good
and
episode for you.
Yeah, that was the opening.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it's not a
true.
joke. It was like, listen, imagine all these years. I've just thought crime was weak and I was crying, baby. Eddie, you crying. Do you understand what I'm saying? And everyone's telling me to stop crying, whatever, whatever. So that episode, even when I went and I watched it, I was like,
And I think it was
do you
transformational
know what I
for
mean? And I
myself.
felt amazing. And since then, and then the conversation with my mum, it's like I understand my emotions so much. Whereas before, I used to just
Never questioned it.
never.
Never write it down.
It was just like no. I always write down how
No,
I
I'm
feel.
saying, like, you know,
Like,
in
my
terms of-
daddy,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
hungry.
yeah.
But now it's like. But then, do you know what helped me as well? I studied to be a counsellor.
Okay.
So that's where the change really took place in my life.
Yeah.
When I went to study to be a counsellor, because I had to reflect why I was mad. Why is that person jarring me? Like, what are they saying? Like, and where I was reading constant, I took it into my own life. So journaling in counselling is very, very important as well. Everything. Journal. So that was, imagine I'm writing my essays, I'm doing my assignments. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that helped me as well to journal different. So if I showed you a book maybe from 10 years ago, it still might have not had reflection in that book. I was just writing to write.
Yeah. You
Whereas-
didn't take heed of whatever you was writing
No.
to.
So now if you read my diary today, you would be like, it's like a story. It's like a movie. Do you
that's
understand
what I
what I'm saying?
But
Like,
life does feel like
Yeah.
a movie.
There's
No.
responsibility that comes with it. And obviously you can see it on you. Like, you're the kind of person that would lead people as well.
amen.
You know what I'm saying? But you just gotta don't be scared of what you gotta do.
Come on.
Yeah.
So the fair is gone, and yeah, I'm starting to actually, like, everywhere I've been in the last 2 weeks, like Sims, Pastor, Philip Anthony Mitchell, like, I'm just like,
But it's about being
do
present
you
as
know what
well.
I mean? Like, wow.
It's about being like present, like, oh my gosh, I'm here. This is just for a short amount of time. Let me enjoy. Let me go there expectant. Let me receive
But
whatever
you're
is
not
there.
receiving so much right now. That's what I'm saying. What do you think? Like, what do you think you're gonna have to do with all of this salt you've got right now?
But it is sharing it, and that was like the birth of this podcast as well. Is that we're not trying to keep these feelings to ourselves. We want everyone to experience.
Exactly. When you're experiencing challenges and stuff, yeah, and things are coming your way now, are you like directly dealing with it with faith?
100%.
And also, it's like
Everything I do.
it's like it's peace within the chaos. Like these things are happening,
Yeah.
but it's like sometimes you can see why they're happening,
Yeah.
or you know that God has gone before us already, and it's gonna work out because it worked out before. But it's just standing in that faith. Okay, God, what are you teaching me in this moment?
It's like we've been
what do we
reading
need
the manual
to-
of life, isn't it? The Bible is a manual. Do you understand what I'm saying? And when I say that, like all of these things have happened to other people before in different ways. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when you read it and you understand, then you're living your life, and you're like, because this is just a book. Like, you've got your own book, you've got your own book, I've got my own book. Do you understand what I'm saying? And if someone read my book, they're gonna learn from it. They're gonna grow. They're gonna heal. They're gonna go through everything. Do you understand? So it's just like the Bible, but that was made for us, and able to be a better person.
Yeah.
To make sure, like, I'm on here, like, I must have to tell my testimony. Do you understand what I'm saying? I can't keep it to myself. You know, like, there's still certain things that I think in my life. Am I gonna share this on the podcast? But in
the
time,
time comes, yeah,
I
then-
will, because someone might be watching that is going through the exact same thing, or went through it, or that needs that word that day.
Definitely.
So yeah.
Even and when you're doing that, and going through these things, it's like, it's not like, oh God, put a mirror to us at the beginning and that's it.
Yeah.
It's constantly having to like search our hearts, or when something happens, it's like, why are we reacting like that, or why is that making us have like a little, like some type of way or whatever, and it's just addressing that. And I think that's the beautiful thing, is that when those things are highlighted, we're not pushing them down. It's like, why are we like that? In this book, Sim mentions about like lust, and
she's already read the whole
sorry,
book
I finished. I'm okay.
in 2 days. Yeah. Imagine, and Simone, I haven't received mine yet, and she has read it, and it's not, no, look.
Yeah,
It's like, God damn.
but yeah, I'm a reader anyway. But that was really good. But in a part of this, and I was just sitting there like just staring at the pages. It talks about like lust and rejection, and it says like rejection births the needing to please people, because you don't want them to feel what you felt. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Wow. Wow.
And that's why I thought that in myself, that it would just, like all these thoughts just flooded to me, because it was just like, okay, that's why it was difficult for me to say no to things before.
Yeah,
or that's why I was pushing myself behind to put people before. And then I was like, where does that stem from? And then I thought, okay, like I had my dad, and I've got like 5 siblings, like there's 6 of us, but then we've got different mums and stuff like that. And I feel like there was a period of time when I felt like I was very close to my mum. Like I'm still close to my mum, but I just felt like I knew her struggle earlier than what...
You knew your dad?
No, like her struggle more than what I should, at an earlier age than I needed to know, maybe. And then also with my dad, when I'm going and bringing my brothers home, and my dad's giving me... Yeah, I had that responsibility. But then if my dad's giving me money for my other brother's mum, and then I'm thinking, oh, my mum's struggling, I feel like that kind of formed some rejection as well. Like to us, even though I know that's not the case now growing up. Like my dad had me when he was 17. Like that's...
Do you feel like you had daddy issues? You have daddy issues?
No, I don't. I don't think that, because I've always had my dad there, and I had my stepdad.
And I'm glad you're saying that. Yeah. A lot of times people have daddy issues and don't realize it.
Yeah, because I had to ask myself if I did.
Because
I don't.
Daddy issues don't mean always because he wasn't there.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's because he was there.
Yeah.
A lot of people that have daddy issues because of the issues that their dad gave them being around him.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So already from what you just said there, a lot of our cultures and stuff, they don't realize that a lot of all of the things that they made us do as well, you know what I mean, the responsibility they put on us too early as well, it can go down as neglect. Because a lot of the things that we wasn't supposed to be doing at certain ages and stuff, it's neglect. So sometimes neglect is that same feeling that makes you feel like you need to do things for people that weren't done.
And I think because of the responsibility, because my mum had me young, so it's like we was close in age. Not well, kind of. But it's like
it's like I and Junior.
Yeah, but it's like you're
listen, because I'm that 17-year-old mum, baby girl. We were learning while we were bringing you up. So Lakai and Junior are so mature because they were learning while I was learning. Yeah. I should have learned and then have your children to teach them. Whereas
no, you're always gonna.
No, but what I'm saying is, I had Lakai at 17. So me looking back at a 17-year-old. You don't have no business having children.
No, 100%.
You know?
Yeah, of course.
You don't even understand who you are.
But who would you
I
be
think
today?
even having her at 22.
Listen, who would I be today?
Exactly. Who would you be today?
Do you understand what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, I'm not saying them experiences, but I wouldn't want that for my child. I wouldn't want my babies to have babies at 17.
But I think...
you understand what I'm
I
saying?
didn't want it, but I still had to experience it.
Yeah.
And I've seen what it's done for my daughter. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, mature, everything, grown. She's amazing.
She's got a place, got a car, got everything. She's only 20.
Yeah,
I still feel like there has to be.
She wouldn't have had that if she. I'm saying there's always.
She would be partying.
There's always exactly. There's always
there's always like the silver lining
and cons
around. You know, we'll never know what it's like not to have been like that. We don't know.
I'm happy. I'm 41 and my children are big. Do you get what I mean? And yesterday, look, we phoned Maria, and we were doing we were just talking, about our life and stuff like that. And I was saying to Maria, it's just like me logging on right now onto live, logging on, going live. That's me, 41. Like going live and with my children. Do you understand what I'm saying? And Maria's there. We're all live because they're actually adults.
Yeah.
Do you understand? The conversations that I was having with them yesterday, like, they were like, what? Like, it's like God has shown, babes, it's mad. Like, I'm just like, darlings, you see this? I'm this age now. You're 23 now. I don't want you to be like this.
Yeah.
I don't want you to let's
And I
think
think- and I
about
think
stuff better.
I think that's the important thing of being able to reflect on your experiences.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it has a knock-on effect. So because I felt like I had to be like there for my mum in some ways, it's like you're being maturer than what you needed to be at that time. And
the
then
oldest is always mature, no? The oldest child.
yeah, but maybe that's
how old are
why.
you talking when you feel like he has to be mature? How old is he?
She's been mature
I've
from
seen
day
that.
one.
No, I'm saying, but what
10?
What
No,
age did
joking, I'm
what
joking.
age did you have the responsibilities where you kind of recognize this is a bit more? I'm doing a bit too much for my age.
Maybe like 12.
12. Okay, yeah, it gives us a gauge of why.
Yeah.
you're-
And then I feel like because of that, it's like the mum of the group, the sensible, having to be the sensible one and stuff like that. Like, I feel like it stems
Always.
from certain
Always.
things. But then I feel like it's had a knock-on effect on my daughter because it's like I've been the opposite, where maybe I haven't been as vulnerable to her or whatever, or tried to make sure that she doesn't need to worry about certain things. But then it's had the entitlement sometimes or the, what do you mean? Like, do you know what I mean? Because and then you
Try
might
to give her everything
Yeah.
that you didn't have,
Yeah.
But
basically.
you was a mum
When
before
me
you
not-
had her. You was a mum before you had her.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why it's so organized. Do you get what I'm saying? You that mummy thing that you had for so many years, it gave you organized like patterns, and even gave you the space to be who you wanted to be as well, because you was very organized from young. You know what I mean? So it's
but then also growing together, because I had her when I was 22.
Yeah.
But now when I think about when I was 22, I didn't feel like I had any business being a parent either at that time.
Yeah. It's the truth.
Because I've always said, like,
Not young at 22.
if I had a choice to have another child or to have her all over again, I'd have her all over again. But that's not how life is, like the experiences make us who
I would have
we
had
are.
my daughter at 17. Like, and the reason why is like it's wild. The relationship with her is absolutely amazing, and it's because she did grow with me.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Definitely.
Because the younger two, I'm their mother. Do you understand what that is? Yeah. Whereas I'm their mum,
Yeah.
Lacanian Junior. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, where they're old enough now that we can have certain conversations, because I've always been strict. It doesn't matter. Whether I was 17, 18, 19,
yeah.
20, I had a strict mum. Yeah? I was always grounded. Always grounded. So see, like you're saying like, oh,
Like when
didn't have
when I
responsibility.
remember somebody asked me once, and there's like, oh, like what's going on with Kyla or whatever, and I said she's grounded, and they were like, what? People still ground their kids? And I was like,
Yes.
what do you mean?
Yes, man. Yes, they're grounded.
And they're like, oh, you're too much, but no,
You have
why?
to. You have to. You have to.
I mean, she's 17, she's not grounded now, just for the record,
You better
but-
make sure you. Only a Marnie gets grounded. I'm joking. No, but still, it's a lot.
And it just is, it's just riding that wave,
Mm.
riding that wave, because it has just been me and her for a very long time. And it's just that when you're getting that obstruction, it's just like, what do you mean? Like, talk to me. But if you don't want to talk, it's like,
Yeah, it's true.
then,
But
yeah, I'm gonna give her, give her.
Because I even, as Jay was saying this would be good from any age, start
Yeah.
any age.
I'd
Yeah.
say
From
I'd say that
time
was
you can,
18.
18.
But I say do maybe you guys make a child's one as well.
Yeah, because I know like my little niece, she writes all the time. She would love this.
Yeah.
She would understand what I'm saying. She would actually love it. She's always got a book in her hand. So, my niece, all of them, everyone would like it. So realistically, watch what's coming next month. Do you get what I mean? But yeah, making me, guys. Making me.
How much is it?
How much is it, baby girl?
£10.
£10? Okay, yeah.
£10.
She said the full pounds,
So yeah, and if you would like a copy, you can actually find it on our website. You know, or you can hopefully we'll be on Amazon soon. No, but seriously, you can find it.
That's not hard.
Huh?
That's not hard.
Yeah, but no, you can get it on my website. We
Website
don't,
perfect, yeah.
my website is as good as Amazon.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So yeah, no, you can find it on our website. We would like feedback as well when you do get it. You know, because on our website we've got a form you can fill in as well. So anyone that does buy it, please come back maybe 6 months later and just tell us.
Is there going to be any way they can physically buy it, by any chance?
From me. How would you get it? No, joking.
Like, is there any way?
I mean, at the end of the day, if you live in our areas as to where we live, or you know us personally, you can buy it from us, you know. But obviously, if you don't know us personally and you can't get to us like that.
Is there a church they could go to? Or is there, like, I don't know.
Our judge?
Church.
Oh, church.
A church.
Oh, okay.
Church.
No, so that's next week's
Nice.
episode. We'll tell you about that next week because I've wanted to talk to you lot about that. Right. So yeah. So for now, it's on our website for the next few weeks, and then we'll let you know where it's being distributed, or if you can pick it up from us or wherever. Innit? Might be doing deliveries. You know, you never know.
Is there a way I can win one?
Yes.
And the people.
Yes. We'll also be doing a competition. And you will be winning some too. So we'll be putting them out in the next week, maybe. Yeah. So we'll be doing different stuff where you can get a copy for free from us with a signature, personalised as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and I strongly believe that if people really took time to go through that this year, you're going to come out a different person. You're going to know who you are more.
Yeah. You're going to reflect on who you are. Yeah, 100.
Is there, like, I don't know, 10% discount if with proof of subscription?
As I said, I'll come back next week with all the deals. He's making me put the deals like. Next week, we will tell you every way on how to get it. And also go on our Instagram, our Snap. No, we ain't got Snap yet. No, we are gonna have. We're gonna have every platform.
Snap.
We're gonna have Snap, okay? So right now we've got TikTok and Instagram. So look out on them because that's where the competitions will be going live. Yeah, and especially on our Instagrams. And we're also going to be doing some lives in the next couple of weeks as well.
And the Instagram posts are in
by
the...
the time you start, you already started.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
But the Instagram plugs are in the description on our YouTube.
Yeah. Say it.
What's it at Haymar _podcast _.
Or you can find us individually at Maria.
Maria _
She just said Maria.
You just put my name in and I come up.
Yeah.
Maria. Yeah, so Maria Antoinette at Mar
Where can I buy these books?
on our website.
Where is that?
Our website.
www.iam-mar.com.
I'm just like.
But yeah. Okay, guys, episode 15. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.